Long time ago, all the Dakota people used to look forward to harvesting these beans. There is a plant that grows here on the plains, and at the root of this plant is one large bean, and the one who harvests that bean are the mice. They make these trails. So when you walk about these hills, you see these mouse trails. They look like they're about 2 inches across, and then some of them are worn just deep because the plants grow at the same place all the time. So the mice use the same trails all the time, and they haul them to a central place, and they make like a cache, and it becomes like a raised little mound, maybe similar to an anthill. And that is where the mouse has stored part of its food for the winter. Makata omanicha is what it is stored in this cache. Some of my relatives say that it is something to watch them carry these beans to where they store them. And usually they do it when it's dark. All these mice traveling on this trail, all kind of in a row, their tails kind of up, just going as fast as they could, hauling those beans. There was this one woman who was very adept at finding where the mouse cached their beans. She was always going and looking, and she looked for their paths, and then she had a stick, and then she'd poke in the center, that's where it is. She'd be so happy, she'd say, "Oh my goodness, I found one again." Then she had her container, and she'd proceed to dig it up and put all the mouse's beans in this container, and she'd go on her merry way. She was going about that in the late fall, because that's when the beans have matured and the mice have harvested them and hauled them back to their cache. So it was again in the fall, and she was going along and she found one. It was just nice and high. So she said, "I found a real nice one. I just know there's lots of beans in there." So she took out her stick and she poked around. Sure enough, it was one. So she started to dig. Here she heard this voice. Somebody said to her, "Gee, this is a big thief. This woman really likes to steal." So she looked around. Who in the world is calling me that? She didn't see anybody. So she started to take some more. Again, that voice said, "Gee, this is a big thief." She looked around. Who is calling her names? Here there was this little mouse sitting there. So she went back to the village and she met some of her other relatives and friends. She told them, she said, "I was going to take some of these beans out of that cache. Here this mouse called me a thief." So these ladies talked it over and they said, "The mice too, they have to live. And that's their food for the winter months. And when we take all their food away from them and their children must starve." So they thought, "Well, we like to eat those beans," they said, "and we need them too because they make us strong and healthy." Here one of these thinking women said, "You know what we should do? We should take them some fats and some of our corn. We should take them some of that, put it in its place. Then they can't say that we stole from them." So these ladies all agreed, "Yes, that's a good idea. Whenever we go to take beans again, that's what we'll do." So since that time, it is said that whenever someone is going to go take the Makata nature from the mice, they always carry along corn and some dried fat, and they put that in their cache.